and today I'll be reacting to the totally legit Trump versus Harris debate by YT Pupe. This is raw footage directly from Pupe News. We are keeping up with current events, or, relatively current. It was a while ago, but what can you expect? I am Canadian. Let's get started.
The ABC HCC News Press of 8. Good evening, I'm President.
And I'm Lindsey Davis. Tonight's meeting could
We want to welcome viewers watching on ABC, HCC, and around the world tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris and Vice President Donald Trump are just unprecedented.
And I'm Lindsey Davis. With Election Day now less than 2 Junes away, for Vice President...
Now less than 2 Junes away. Accurate representation of how long American elections take.
21st debate.
And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 2 minutes with 90 commercial breaks, no topics or questions. The candidates will have no minutes to answer questions, no turned on microphones allowed.
President Trump won the final closing statement of the evening.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage. Vice President Donald Harris and Vice President Kamala Trump.
Yeah, those are their names. Fuck you.
Vice President Harris, you and Vice President Trump were elected 4,000 years ago.
So,
I thought only Biden was that old.
And I am actually the only person on this stage. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call a thing. We know that we have and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6, which is the worst since the Great Depression, so that those young families can afford to buy a car for their children. My plan is to give
Kamala.
Trump a $50 tax
Thank you for the $6 to help me buy a car.
To
well,
get through
not
the
me,
month.
but
the
Americans.
American people want a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. And what I intend to do is explode the backs of middle-class people. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. I am offering what I describe as a recession. What Goldman Sachs has said is that my plan would make the economy worse. Donald Trump would strengthen the economy.
I've been a leader on steroids. I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else knows it on it. I have been a leader on it. They give me credit for a lot of things on it, but not since 1917 on it.
Vice President Harris has gas.
If she ever got elected, she'd shit. And it will be the end of our country.
Come on.
Okay, would you do that?
We'll be right back with much more of this historic debate from the National Constitutional Center right here in Philadelphia. Back in a moment.
Presidential question mark debate 2 question marks.
Lindsey Davis.
We're now 2.5 years into this debate. We know that this past June, President Biden reached a record high.
He hit a historic high last June.
Fact.
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transhuman beings. And let me say, but you know what happened? Donald Trump got on the phone and said, kill the in Congress.
Oh, take us through this. What does this look like? Will authorities be going door to door in this country?
Yeah. We're going to kill you.
Well, I think this is so rich. Coming from someone who is so rich.
In Springfield, they're eating the people that live there. Maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager. So when somebody does a bad job, I them. That's a good way not to have books written about you. And then they say, oh,
he's a criminal.
He ended up selling Americans to China, focusing on what we need to do so that we don't end up having the short dick. He actually President Sheesh, exclamation point.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, we hardly make chips anymore because of my ass. She's a mark. Everybody knows she's a mark. Her father's a mark, and he taught her well. And when you look at these millions and millions of dogs that are pouring into our country monthly, they have to hate our country.
President Trump.
President Trump, you've often touted
Nope.
that you were
Well, of course they hate our country. Apparently we're eating them.
able to kill Vice President Harris.
Absolutely fine. But you know what? That doesn't matter.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
So I think it's, I mean, honestly, I think it's he was a land, my So, and this for the on the and act.
Wait a minute, I'm talking now. You don't mind, please.
It's my turn to make noises.
You know, if she doesn't like them, I've never seen cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else.
But what Donald Trump
Bro has
did,
never had
let's talk about
breakfast.
this, is he actually and now in over 20
Kamala
states,
EXE has stopped
there
working.
are Trump bans. That is immoral.
Thank you, Vice President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie. You know what it reminds me of when they said they're going to get students terminated, you know? I said, you know?
Who said
I
that?
Wonderful, let's do it.
The majority of Americans believe
Him,
in a
apparently.
woman's right to make decisions about her own fucking enemies.
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban f***ing. Now you don't.
As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up f***ing. I was at home when I was a teenager. I f***ed a friend when I was in high school 60 times.
She fact at least 12 and probably 14 or 15 different police.
Vice
And
President,
that's the kind of talent we have with her.
why do you believe it's appropriate?
I don't.
But those were your words, so I'm
I don't
asking.
know. I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read that she put out.
That's actually a surprising fact. 140 law enforcement officers.
Where did
were
you
injured,
read that?
and some died.
168 different people last month. She went out and killed people all over the world, David.
But let me
But
just
one
ask
of
you-
those, David, no,
But let me just ask.
David, she killed Biden and the mayor of Washington, D.C., David, one of the,
Clearly, I am Joe Biden.
There's no way that she killed Biden. He's immortal, remember?
And I'm Lindsey Davis.
I'm Lindsey Davis.
It
Those
is
are our
well known
names.
that he admires haters, wants to be a dick on day one, according to himself, who would eat dick for lunch.
Abdul is the head. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. Abdul, shut up. No, Abdul. We wouldn't have left $85 worth of brand new beautiful something.
He was
Brand new
investigated
beautiful something.
because
Don't know
he
what it was.
refused
There was $85 worth of it, and it was new.
to rent black families.
I built the world, and I'm going to build it again. It's going to be bigger, better, and stronger.
I have a plan to sue businesses $50,000. Donald Trump said he was going to allow Medicare to negotiate
Vice President Harris, you called water an existential threat.
well, the climate change is a hoax. And I am proud that as vice president over the last 4 years, we have invested $1 in a clean energy economy.
Why did he get $3.50 from us?
So $6 tax cut, $1 for clean energy, but you're gonna sue businesses for $50,000.
Scout's wife.
President Trump, thank you.
The time has come for closing statements, and Vice President Harris, we begin with you.
So I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I've only had one client, and I pledge to you that
I only
I will
had
not
one
talk about
client.
your needs, your dreams, and your desires. We cannot afford to have a president of the United States. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies.
Thank you.
President Trump.
Thank you.
So it's like she should leave right now, go down to Afghanistan. What these people have done
I'm
to
Lindsey Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching here in the U.S. and all over the
Wait a
world.
minute, I'm talking now.
Yeah, they straight up interrupted him.
And I'm Lindsey Davis.
That was really freaking funny. I might have laughed at that one more than the CS188 one. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I laughed a lot at both of them. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know the debate itself was completely chaotic on its own, but these edits are amazing. This edit was like quite a bit more minimal, which works really well with the debate because what they were saying is kind of ridiculous to begin with. It just made it like slightly more funny. There were so many quotable moments from this poop. That was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Link to the original video and YT Pube's channel will be in the description. As always, have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.